So guys, welcome to TG. This TG File Analyst. Now this is in the Who Wins series. Now, yeah, guys. I mean, this fight's going to be very, very interesting. This fight will be happening next month. I think it's September 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is. I just need to recheck the dates. But yeah, guys, this fight is going to be a good one. So it is Joyce versus Zhang 2. We all seen the first fight. The first fight did not end well for Joyce at all. The eye and the eye socket, which called a spend the end of the fight for Joyce. And yeah, Joyce, he wasn't in a good way. He wasn't in a good way at the end of the fight. And I felt really bad for Joyce. I really did, because as a person, Joyce is a good person, bro, and he didn't deserve that beating in the ring, bro. Like, I just know, like, I wouldn't know. I don't even know. I've never met him before, but I just know, like, outside the ring, when it comes to camera talks, press talks, and stuff, he doesn't seem to be a trash talker. He doesn't seem to be that much of a guy, and getting the beating like that, it's just like when Errol Spence got beat. It's just like when Errol Spence got beat, it was the same thing. It was like Errol Spence was not one of them guys. He didn't have a big ego and stuff like that. And he was a very respectful, likable fighter, to watch and to support too. And yeah, it's just bad. It's just not good to see. It's not good to see that I don't deserve it. And it's crazy, but that's the fighting game, everybody. That's the fighting game. I just keep thinking to myself, it's just the fighting game. But outside World Bros, it's different. But let's just get back to talking about this fight, though. All right, so yeah, Zhang did get him good. He outboxed him. He was the faster fighter, and in the first fight, it was he was just far faster. Zhang was just far faster. He had a faster jab. He had faster movement. He put more combinations together more fluently than Joyce. Joyce has been known to have a good job himself, but he's a lot slower. He's a lot slower. He's not as fast as Zhang. Zhang is a lot quicker. And that's what made what Joyce had the disadvantage, was the speed. The speed and the timing, which is better for Zhang. And basically, Joyce couldn't keep up with him. He couldn't keep up with him, and when the rounds gone by, all you see was Joyce's eye just getting worse and worse and worse. It was just getting worse to the point that the referee did have to stop it. The referee just didn't want to see Joyce getting beaten anymore, because the amount of punishment he was actually taking, the eye was just getting worse. It was just a repeated sentence of what Joyce did to Daniel Dubois, what had happened to Joyce. It was just, it was just like one of them things that the same thing happened, except Daniel Dubois took a knee. The referee didn't stop it. Daniel Dubois actually wanted to stop, because he actually wanted to save his career, not the referee saving Dubois' career. It's so different. But yeah, they stopped the fight. Obviously, I think it was definitely 100% great stoppage. I mean, fight for another day, and here you go, you get another shot and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, it makes me feel like this rematch, I don't know, man. But I gotta go on my prediction. The breakdown of this fight, I'm gonna do a quick breakdown of this fight. So the breakdown of this fight, I think Joyce will definitely show better. But I just don't think it's enough. I just don't think it's enough. I honestly do not think it's enough. See, Joyce is lacking a lot of stuff. He caught boxing late. He lacks a lot of defense. He's slow. I don't know. It just seems like his jab is not snappy enough. It's not fast enough, and his timing is not there either. I don't know. It just seems like that Zhang is a level above, bro. Like, it just seems Zhang is years of experience away from Joyce, and it seems like Joyce, it's going to take years for them to catch up, and Joyce is just getting older too. Joyce is, what, 35, 36? Something around that, yeah. Joyce is getting older, and when a fighter gets older, they get slower. They get slower and slower as they age. Literally, it doesn't matter how much damage they've been taking. It's just your whole body just gets slower naturally. especially when you're heavy as well. When you're heavyweight, you get slower. But there's George Foreman, but he was a slow heavyweight, but he was a big ass puncher, and he was knocking everybody out when he was very, very old. And he became one of the oldest champions in heavyweight. So, like, it was just his power what led him to be having a good comeback. You know what I mean? It's the power, bros. And Joe Joyce, he is like, he reminds me of a George Foreman of Great Britain, bro. He reminds me of UK George Foreman, old fashioned style, bro, because he has a granite chin. And to this day, he still has a granite chin, bro, because he just eds Zilly Zhang's punches. It's just the eye would literally just let him down. But he didn't give up. Joyce didn't give up. Actually, the referee gave up. The referee actually called the fight off, not him. Joyce didn't quit. He just basically it just ended when the ref wanted it to end. Really, honestly, bros, I think, yeah, I think it's going to be very, very similar in the first fight. I think it's going to be very, very similar in the first fight, but I think Joyce is definitely going to show probably a bit more. He might show a little bit better when it comes to head movement, maybe the defense, but I just feel like Zilly Zhang, bro, just levels above. I know that Zhang didn't look good against Hablovich. Hablovich, is that Felipe Hablovich? Yeah, Hablovich, the Croatian dude. Yeah, so like, yeah, he didn't look good in that fight, but some fighters don't look good at. So like Jared Anderson didn't even look good against Charles Martin. Like, it's like that type of thing. It is, because there's some fights, the styles make fights, and some styles for some fighters, it can caught them off guard a wee bit, and it can, it's certain styles for certain fighters can really get them a little bit hesitant and stuff. And it does happen. I've seen it time and time again. But then in the next fight, they come out a completely different fighter, or just a domination performance, because it's just different styles and different fighters that people suit. But I feel like it's going to be a little bit better performance by Joyce, but just still not enough. I might could see this go. I don't know if it's gonna go the whole way. I really, really don't. I mean, I don't know, bro. How am I gonna predict this fight? Honestly, I mean, okay, so like, honestly, if Joyce could literally, Joyce just have a chance, still have a chance here. He could still actually put away Zhang, and hurt Zhang and actually put him away. But I just think Zhang is too much, bro. I honestly think Zhang is too much. I'm gonna have to give him a late stoppage, bro. By Zhang. The other guys are probably going to be slamming me on this prediction, but I honestly think Zhang is a level above everybody, and it just seems Joyce caught boxing late, and it just seems like his style, bro, just ain't good enough. It seems like he's too open. He leaves himself too open too much, and it requires years of experience to fix all that. It's not gonna happen within just in like 6 months after your loss with the guy, and then come back and try to beat him after 6 months. No, guys, it takes years to learn all them, all that movement and footwork, and it takes years of experience. It's not going to happen in a session, 2 sessions, 3 sessions, 4 sessions. Bros, it takes years. Honestly, I literally just think Zhang's level above, and yeah, that's my prediction, everybody. I honestly think he's going to stop him again. Not by the eye. I think he's actually going to stop him. Like, actually stop him. Like, knock him out or TKO him, and show that he actually can knock out Joyce this time. It might not happen, though. Joyce actually might knock him out. So I'm not sleeping on Joyce at all. Joyce is definitely still dangerous. He's knocked out, Joseph Parker and stuff like that. But I just think that he's going to get hesitant in there. He's going to get tentative. He's going to freeze up in there. Joyce will freeze up, like he did freeze up against Zhang at times, and he couldn't keep up. So my prediction has to go to Zhang, everybody. Honestly, let me know in your predictions. Let me know in your predictions. I know this is a very early prediction. I just want to just predict this fight early. Why not? Just because, why not? I mean, probably when the fight gets closer, I might predict it again, and probably break down a little bit more on what I think what could happen. Really. But this is it, everybody. Hope to see you guys in the videos. Subscribe, hit that like button, video burger, knocks the guys to take off. Bye and peace, and see you in the next video.